Today, we are talking about the psychology of people who talk while sleeping. And if you are one of them, then you must watch this to the end. Because what you will find out about this habit will impact the next time you are about to sleep. Sleep talking affects nearly 70% of people at some point in their lives. But the psychology behind it reveals something fascinating about how your brain processes information. In the next few minutes, you'll learn 3 things most people get completely wrong about sleep talking. First, what your brain is actually doing when you talk in your sleep. Second, why stress makes it worse, but not in the way you'd expect. And third, the one situation where sleep talking actually matters. I dug through dozens of sleep studies to find answers that even surprised the researchers. This is the part that shocked me most. When you talk in your sleep, you're not exposing your deepest secrets. Sleep talking happens during the transition between sleep stages. Your brain is essentially filing memories and emotions from the day. It's like watching your computer defragment. Bits of random data flash by, but they're not coherent thoughts. Here's what actually happens. During REM sleep, your brain replays experiences to decide what's worth keeping. Sometimes the speech center accidentally gets activated during this process. The words that come out are usually fragments, disconnected phrases that made sense earlier in the day but now sound like nonsense. One study recorded sleep talkers for 6 months. Less than 10% of what people said was actual complete sentences. Most were just random words or sounds. Your brain isn't betraying you, it's just noisy while it works. Everyone thinks stress causes sleep talking, but the real relationship is more interesting. Stress doesn't make you talk more in your sleep. It makes your sleep lighter, and lighter sleep means you're more aware of the talking that's already happening. Think of it this way. You've probably talked in your sleep hundreds of times when no one was around to hear it. Stress disrupts your sleep cycles, keeping you in those transitional stages longer, so you do it more frequently, and you're more likely to remember it. Researchers tested this with college students during finals week. Sleep talking episodes increased by 40%, but when they measured brain activity, the actual mechanism hadn't changed, just the frequency and awareness. Most sleep talking is harmless, but there's one red flag psychologists look for. If someone suddenly starts sleep talking in adulthood when they never did before, it can signal a REM sleep behavior disorder. This is where the normal paralysis during REM sleep doesn't work properly. Your body acts out dreams, and talking is just the beginning. This matters because it's linked to neurological changes. Not something to panic about, but worth mentioning to a doctor if it's new and persistent. Now the good news is, if you've been a sleep talker since childhood, your brain is just chatty. No psychological concerns there. So your nighttime mumbling isn't exposing your secrets. It's just your brain being loud while it organizes the day's memories. Stress makes you more aware of it, but doesn't create it. And unless it's a new sudden development, there's nothing to worry about. Your brain talks to itself all day. At night, sometimes the mute button doesn't work perfectly. If you want to understand what your brain is actually doing based on psychology, I will break down the psychology of humans, something you can't find anywhere else. So subscribe now so you don't miss the next.